Number one, change the Constitution. Not hug the Constitution, not reform. Change the Constitution, number one. Number two, eradicate corruption. That means we're going to truncate corruption. Everybody talks about, well, we're going to reform, we're going to take a look. No, we're going to eradicate corruption, which means, Martin, we're going to go back the last 32 years, take a look at everyone who caused financial loss to the state, prosecute, get our money back plus interest, plus fees, plus charges, so we can use that to run the economy. Nobody says that. Only I. That's why I'm different.
Okay.
Did you ever hear that from anyone? I'm glad.
I mean, the political parties, I mean, the issue of corruption is always topical in political conversations.
And it hasn't been solved.
Yeah. Yes, so there clearly is a challenge there. So how then do you intend to solve it that makes you different from
simple.
What we've been doing the last
Martin, simple. We're going to solve corruption three ways: administratively, criminally, psychologically. Criminally means everything you do, you prosecute, you put them in jail. The axe comes down. You see, in the type of leadership structure that we have, of course, we don't have a leadership of excellence. If you have a leadership of excellence, then it punishes corruption. It punishes substandardness. And then the leadership of excellence also promotes values and merit. And then you create a functional government system that holds that in equilibrium. That's the homeostasis of governance. We don't have that in Ghana. Do we?
You say we don't?
Don't you go outside, Martin.
Right, but now let's shift the focus to what you've been telling Ghanaians. Have you been campaigning? Where have you been?
Absolutely. We do nothing in the boondocks. We go into the villages, we're meeting people, we're talking to them. Listen, how we formulated our threesome, which is eradicate corruption, institute a national development plan, and put together the national development plan, is by talking to people since 2020, after we were disqualified in the election. We went around all the 261 districts and spoke to people, and that's how we were able to formulate this spec, this specification that we have. And this is what's going to change Ghana. Nobody has the plan that we have, and that's why we know we're the only ones who are going to be able to change Ghana. Because this is why, for 32 years, I could tell you right now, and if I go down my national development plan, not one single item on the national development plan has been handled by MPP and DC. Fact.
And that is a national development plan that you have put together after going around the country.
Absolutely.
So the country already also has a national development
No, they don't.
plan, a commission that is supposed to roll out a plan.
That's a useless commission.
Is useless.
Absolutely.
Because
have you seen anything?
Plans are different from what you
No,
have?
because it hasn't matriculated to any result. What can you tell me have the National Development Plan Commission done? Tell me. Tell me one. One. Go ahead. Tell the cameras. Tell me. Cameras. Tell them.
No, I'm asking the question. So you just, based on,
they haven't done anything.
Based on comparison, you believe they've not done anything as a result of your analysis or understanding of what you've gathered?
It's not my analysis, it's fact, Martin. They have not done anything. That's why you think there is one and there isn't. There's no results to show. Okay. What our plan is to show results, and the difference is we are going to entrench it in a constitution. These guys are not entrenching in the constitution. If we had a national development plan that worked, we wouldn't have people coming in with their manifestos, right or right? It doesn't work. That's why people are coming in with their manifestos.
So should it be my understanding that you believe there should be a national development plan that, irrespective of who is in government, whether political or an independent, that is the structure they must all follow?
That's the only way we could go as a country. We need to address the problems of Ghana as a holistic problem that everybody contributes to the solving of it and everybody takes part. We can't have people come and piecemeal this thing. What is this? A restaurant? No, this is a country, sovereign country.
So when you say you've been around, you've been to the rural areas, what kind of responses do you get from the electorate? And do you have the confidence that those responses will translate into votes?
This is fact. I've been all over the world. I've been to all the successful economies of the world, and this is what they do. So we know that there is a proven record if we do this. So this is not something we're going to wish, wash, hold, hope. No, this is something that has worked. If not, Singapore would not be where it is. If not, China would not be where it is. If not, Germany and all these other countries, Japan, Dubai, they just did it 20 years. Go look at Dubai. 20 years.
And per the plan you have, what timelines are you looking at seeing some positive transformation of the economy?
24 hours. I get in, they swear me into power. 24 hours, we see results, start seeing results.
What kind of results would we be seeing in 24 hours after you've been sworn in?
What we're going to implement, we're going to start implementing, we're going to tell our council to start paperwork to the parliament to change the constitution. Okay, in 24 hours, we're going to implement, Electoral Commission is going to get an order to implement Representation of the People's Amendment Act. Okay, we have $6 billion coming into Ghana's economy by the diasporans, and we don't allow them to vote. Does that sound like it's a fair deal?
So you would ensure that we implement ROPAL?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
We have to implement ROPA because if it weren't for the diaspora, the whole country would be crushed, shut down. We get $6 billion of their money plus. They don't put any taxes on it. There's no interest on it. There are no strings attached. Free money, and we don't allow them to vote. It doesn't sound like it's fair to me.
And in trying to, bring the conversation to an end, you also mentioned the fact that you are going to get Parliament to pass or expedite the passage of some of the bills or instituting the agenda that you have. But you would not have people in Parliament because you would need people to help govern the country.
The people who are in Parliament are not there to serve a precedent. They are in Parliament to serve their constituents. Their loyalty is not to me. If you're not there to serve your people, get out. And I'll make sure you get out.
And what if the agenda they have or the idea of development for their constituents is at variance with that of the elected president?
It can be. Everything I talk about is for the benefit of the Ghanaian. That's why I'm here. If you're a parliamentarian and you don't know what you're talking about or you don't have an agenda to help your people, you're out. It's as simple as that. How many difference of we want to build a bridge, we want to build markets, we want to put hospitals up, we want to put... How different can yours be from mine? The only difference is mine is going to be bigger than yours. Because I am from the executive office, I signed the approval to the finance minister to give you the money. So I don't have any limits. So how is yours going to be different from mine? Smaller. Mine is going to be bigger than yours.
But you are likely to have the agenda for the nation. There are... we are trying as a nation and to some extent have succeeded in hoping to decentralize our governance system. So if at a local level, the people think that it is a road or a school or a bridge that they need, and at the top level, you do not see it that way, then there's definitely going to be some disagreements.
All the big ticket items are going to be in the National Development Plan. At the local level, it's about preservation, you see, and maintenance. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to do little things like upkeep. So they're not going to be in the way of the big government. They're not. Okay. We're going to do the big ticket items because of the overlook and the funding. Okay. And then we need to bring in specialities that know what they're doing at that level. So once things are put in, then local level is about preservation and maintenance.
Right. And finally, how are you funding your campaign?
You and I'm going to ask you for a check the moment I'm here. Because, listen, our campaign is for the Ghanaian people, and that's why we're asking you, everybody, you believe in Kofi Koranteng and what we stand for, we want you to put money into 059-999-5120, 5120. Nobody is going to be able to do the things that we are going to do. Like I said, 3 things. Our mega threesome. Change the Constitution. You know, as much as I know, that without a constitutional change, Ghana can never change. You know that, because the Constitution has legalized corruption. And that's why good old Galamsey is where it is today, right? And listen, this is also to the president. I had the president take a challenge to President Mahama that let's wait for him to come in. He's not going to be able to handle Galamsey. Mr. President, listen to me. This is Kofi Koranteng. You give me 1 month, I will stop Galamsey in this country. You could take that challenge or put my neck on a guillotine outside a circle. 1 month, I'll stop Galamsey. It's not because we cannot stop Galamsey, it's because you don't have the will to stop Galamsey, because it's your own people who are in Galamsey. Give me 1 month and I'll stop Galamsey in this country. And I take the opportunity to challenge all the presidential candidates to a debate right here on your show. How will it be? That would be nice, Martin.
Very nice.
Right? Call them. Let's sit down. Let's talk about how to move Ghana forward. If you're ready to change Ghana. I'm the only one who could change Ghana.
Kofi.
And if they're up to it, come here, sit with Mr. Martin here. Let's have a debate.
Thank you so much for coming to